What's going on, guys? Papa Eagle's back in the nest, and welcome back to another Stormbound video. So in today's video, I realized in my last video, I said it was the best Shadowfen deck, and I didn't actually give you guys any solid proof. I just lost twice. So today I'm gonna prove it that this deck, it can do work on the battlefields of Stormbound, and hopefully this will be some good evidence for you guys to try out the deck for yourselves. Also, I think I fixed the audio issue, and I did get my computer fixed, so I'll be able to be using my full-size microphone very, very soon. So that's some exciting news for the channel. Anywho, so I got a couple requests for people to show me show them my player ID. So here it is right now, just in the front of the video. Where is it? Right there. So if you want to add me, you can. We got all these other wonderful subscribers in here. Scrolling down the list is taking longer every day. I will accept those too. Anyways, so here's the deck once more, in case you want to copy it yourself. And here are our quests for the day. So, Master Blueprints, Queen of the East, and Winter Elder. The only one we're going to be able to complete is Master Blueprints, but that is a-okay. So let's just head right into a battle, so I can show you guys how beastly this deck is. We'll move that little assistive touch out of the way. Alright, it's our turn. To start off, we're going to replace Kindred's Grace, and we're just going to play out our Westwind Sailors. They're always a good, strong starting move. No, but I forgot to do my wave, and also the handshake. That's just how I start my matches. Just like a friendly little greeting at the beginning. Now what we're going to do, we're going to spawn some Snow Masons on the left side. Basically what that's going to do is, if he wants to kill the Snow Masons, he's going to have to activate their death effect and give them to the Westwind Sailors. So basically the way he could get rid of it is if he used Heroic Soldiers, okay. But he did not spawn that in the place I thought. So we're still doing a-okay over here. So we're going to replace Sharpfit's Exiles. Okay, we got a North Sea Dog. Interesting. What I think we're going to do, we're just going to send the Crimson Sentry in here to poison them. They got 4 dudes left. Oh, I should have spawned that North Sea Dog. Yeah, I noticed. So, well, actually, what we can do this turn now instead is use Amber Hides plus the North Sea Dog, which is what we are going to do. And I think that's going to work out quite nicely, actually, in our favor. We're going to have a strong unit with 8 strength, and also just that 1 North Sea Dog for some extra reinforcements. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to spawn them right here, use their ability, because their ability actually targets surrounding units, so that's pretty awesome. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to spawn this North Sea Dog right here, so he can utilize the effect of the Snow Masons if our enemy decides to kill them. Now, he didn't return my wave and a handshake, so that's kind of annoying, but we just have to deal with it. Okay, so he has his Feral Shamans coming up the front, but no other cards on the field. So I'm a little bit confused as to what he's going to do, because he wasted, what, his first 2 turns, I think? Okay, so I should have figured this out from the Feral Shamans, but he is using the Shadow. He managed to take out the Snow Masons without activating their ability, so that's pretty good. That's a good play. What we can do is, I want to take these Feral Shamans out before they get too out of hand, so we're just going to spawn, give the recruits right there, and then a Venomfall Spire in the back to start getting our Poison Train on a roll. Excuse me. Okay, so it's his turn once again. He only has a single Toad Warrior. As you saw, his Azure Hatchers are actually only level 1. Mine are level 2. So mine are significantly better. They spawn an extra Toad. That's pretty awesome. Now, our Amber Hides are still going strong. They've only taken 1 blow, so it consists of 7 units right now. Let's see what configuration his deck is, okay? So it looks like he's using a lot of neutral cards, with maybe some Ravens mixed in. You know, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, let's see what our Venomfall Spire poisons. Okay, it made the right choice and poisoned the Veterans of War. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to spawn our Azure Hatcher right here, and then we're going to send Snow Masons in to attack those Veterans of War. They will end up giving all the strength to the Azure Hatcher, and now he is going to become a pretty difficult force to kill And even when he does die, he's just going to spawn with extra toads, which will be super helpful in order for us to sustain our frontline defense. So, he basically only has one dead unit on the field, the single veteran of war, who's also poisoned. So we have the advantage there, definitely in numbers. If he decides to use the execution on our Venomfall Spire, then I'm sure it's in our deck rotation somewhere, so we're okay. Alright, so we spawned some gifted recruits. I'm not really threatened by that at all. So, and he also spawned which is the bot, I think they're called. Yes, they are. So he drained only one thing. Oh, he's used Rain of Frost to see those spawn. Okay, those are less than desirable spawns. Also, he's going to distract the Venomfall Spire, as you saw. It just poisoned a random unit there. What we can do, actually, we can kind of do a little flash spawn on him. He's not going to see this one coming. We're going to use Brood Sage. We want him spawning 2 extra units of toads. So I think that's going to be pretty effective in kind of like deflecting his interests. So now he has a couple more things to worry about. We're going to replace that Kindred's Grace, use Western Sailors right here. Then we're also going to use Toxic Sacrifice right here. Those extra toads that he has, and we're going to finish it off with a North Sea Dog who will gain his full strength. Now those gifted recruits are going to kill my Venomfall, but he's not going to have any left over. And now we have, how many is that? 5 units, 5 groups of units on the field. Now, 3 of them are not super strong, but we still do have these as our hatchers, and they'll be able to spawn their extra toad children later. So, I think this worked out in our favor. Okay, so he's going to spawn his own as their hatcher. It's only going to spawn 2 extra toads. He's going to use Blood Ministers. Okay, that'll only work once, so it's 4 units. Alright, so he actually turned our own as our hatchers against us. That is an excellent play. I have to applaud him for that. That's pretty smart. Now, the thing he didn't count on, though, is the fact that maybe I actually want him to have more units on the field. We're going to spawn our Sharpest Exiles and basically take advantage of that Blood Minister ability to just spawn more of our people. Now, what else we're going to do, we're going to spawn the Zur Hatcher here, so these guys, they can only end up spawning 1 toad instead of 2. Oh, well, I guess he did end up spawning 2, but instead of 3, I mean, because ours were level 2. So that still worked out in our favor. We managed to reduce the effectiveness of the Zur Hatcher in the Blood Minister's ability. So, I'm pretty pleased with the way that turned out. Now we have 5 pirates at his doorstep, and we have a small bodyguard of that Toad Warrior right there. So, it'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm assuming that he's going to execute the North Sea Dogs, but I don't know what else he's going to do with his mana. We'll give him a little thinking emote, I guess that's the best way to describe it, and see how he responds. Okay, so the bar has appeared. Oh, Crazy Bombers. Those guys, that will work really well, actually. Okay, this guy is pretty smart. I think I may have underestimated him a little bit, but yeah, that was a pretty smart move. He managed to take care of the massive group of North Sea Dogs, and now we have a little bit of a problem on our hands, so I can definitely appreciate that. Now, we're in a little bit of a pickle, so what I'm thinking, alright, we're going to replace the Venomfall Spire. Okay, that was not much better. So, what we can do, a little bit at a crossroads, so, we can use Gifted, well, let's do Gifted Recruits right up here. And we're going to spawn the Crimson Sentry right here. And then we're also going to just spawn the Brood Sage for some extra troops. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get these Crazy Bombers poisoned so that I can steal their strength with the Amber Hides. And I think that's going to become a reality if I'm able to use my Toxic Sacrifice on them. We'll see. Okay, so he executed the Sharpest Exiles. Okay. Then he's going to use Joust Champions to get a double kill, I think. Yeah, he's going to get the double kill on the Gifted Recruits and the Brood Sage. So that was a pretty effective use. However, I don't think he counted... Oh, dang it. Hang on. Alright, can I still do that? If I do 4 plus 1, that's 5, plus another 5. Okay, yes, we can do it. Wait, no, we can't. Because we need to get... Oh, never mind. It's okay. So we're gonna spawn the North Sea Dog right here. We're gonna Toxic Sacrifice him. He's going to severely injure those crazy bombers. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna spawn Amber Hides up here, drain from the back, and then run straight up. Now we're also gonna spawn the Snow Masons to go in and attack the Joust Champions. They will then in turn buff these Westwind Sailors. So he's got a problem on his hands now. He has a Toad Warrior at our front, so if he uses Rain of Frogs, it'll be too random to really create any blockage for him. And also, he just used Execution, I think. What he's going to do is he's going to spawn Veterans of War on our Amber Hides. Or Feral Shamans. Interesting. Our Amber Hides are still going to survive, though. I think. Oh, never mind. They perfectly canceled out. Now he's going to spawn Rain of Frogs, but that is completely random to say basically full board to fall on. Okay, so that was alright. We have our Crimson Sentry at his doorstep now, so that's kind of interesting. Now we're gonna replace, Kindred's Grace. I know I have been doing that a lot, but it's kind of got to be done. We're gonna spawn Sharpness Exiles up on this Joust Champion. They're gonna gain 14 strength, absolutely crazy. That's gonna be definitely helpful. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna spawn another Crimson Sentry right here just for some crowd control. And he'll end up killing an extra knight. Now, it's going to be quite interesting to see how he responds to this aggression, because he's going to have to take out the Sharpest Exiles. They're too strong for him to ignore right now. And then we also do have this Crimson Sentry, but I don't think he'll really pay much attention to that, considering it's only 1 damage on his base. And yes, I can appreciate the strategy of chip damage, but he probably is going to take care of the bigger issues. Okay, so he's spawned Veterans of War, and our Amber Hides still survive with a staggering 5 unit strength. Now he's going to use Blood Ministers to turn those gifted recruits against us, which I'm not happy about. What can we do? So we have a couple options here. I'm going to spawn this Azure Hatcher, so he'll spawn some 2 supporting Toads. Then what I'm going to do is spawn... Yes, we're going to use Westwind Sailors down there. Then we're actually going to replace this Brood Sage, and we got a North Sea Dog. Okay, I can work with this. Now what we're going to do, we're going to spawn the Venomfall Spire there, and we're going to spawn another North Sea Dog up here. So we have a decent front going. So he's going to kind of have to decide if he wants to counter our attack, or if he wants to be aggressive. So I'm not sure. It's kind of a toss-up here. Now, if I remember correctly, oh, never mind, I can't check. I wish they would add it so you actually have kind of a log, like a farther log. Right now, it's just like the previous 5 cards played. But if they could update it so that there'd be like a log of like the entire thing, I would definitely appreciate that. So, Paladin Studios, if you could get on that, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyways, what we're gonna do... This is interesting. I'm gonna... Well... Okay, so we have Toxic Sacrifice. Okay, I don't know, this is really a toss-up here. So, if you're confused about what I'm deciding from, I'm trying to get a combo with the Amber Hides and their poison ability. But it seems to be... Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spawn Snow Masons. Toxic Sacrifice the Snow Masons. Taking out a large group. Then we're gonna spawn Amber Hides here as well. And yes, I understand that we're gonna take damage. I'm gonna reduce it a little bit by using Crimson Sentry. So, I don't know why he collapsed. Okay, that's his first emote. I'll just give him a thumbs up, you know, just to support some communication between us, because I always do enjoy that. Hopefully, he'll spawn Rain of Frogs so we can fully take advantage of that with our Sharpest Exiles, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking he's going to try to execute these Sharpest Exiles, the ones in the top left corner, and I don't know what he'll do from there. He'll probably try to press his advantage. Okay, Feral Shamans once again. This seems to be one of his favorite cards, considering they are upgraded actually. They're level 2, I think. Yes, they are level 2. Now he's going to use Crazy Bombers. Those will basically just destroy that entire group of Toads. Well played to you, sir. I do enjoy good strategies. So now we're going to spawn Gifted Recruits and take those out, just no question about it. We're going to actually replace... this is not good. Okay, yeah, this is kind of less than ideal. I mean, we're just gonna use Kindred's Grace right here. I know it's not a great use of it. And then we're gonna spawn the North Sea Dog to gain some strength. So now we have a fresh hand. I think what we need to do... that was actually not good, because I just gave the Feral Shamans more strength. Anyways, now what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to start our Venomfall Spire stacking. Now, a big strategy inside this deck is that you stack the Venomfall Spire, get 2 of them, so that they continuously poison, and you're able to use effects such as Brood Sage and Amber Hides with little effort, like to use Toxic Sacrifice to the Crimson Sentry to set it up. Those I use more early in the game to get poisoning off when I don't have the Venomfall Spires active, but I usually try to stop using those cards for strictly poison activities later in the game. So he just spawned Heroic Soldiers, and ooh, this is not good for us. Okay, let's see, what? Alright, good, so, well, not good, but you know what I mean. Alright, so he's definitely, in a position to take us out. What can we do? So, that will be 7 plus 4, so we will definitely die if we let this happen, but I don't plan on letting it happen, so we're gonna spawn this Crimson Sentry. He'll get some poison on there. Then what we can do... this is not good because... Well, actually, we're gonna spawn the Amber Hides. Okay. They'll drain and run forward. Then we're gonna use Western Sailors plus a Brood Sage to completely eliminate the amount of damage he did. He did 0 damage that turn, and basically the board has been reset because it will take virtually no effort to get rid of my toads that are on the field right now. So essentially the board has been reset, except he has a push forward front line in the form of a Toad Warrior, which I will end up taking out next turn for sure. What I want to do next turn though is kind of cycle my cards. I want to get rid of a lot of them. Alright, so he's definitely doing an aggressive push right there. So Snow Masons plus Gifted Recruits would be 6 damage. Yeah, 6 damage. Then we could spawn a North Sea Dog. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I could... Okay, Rain of Frogs. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so basically we still have our front line active, which I'm happy about. Okay, what I'm gonna do... North Sea Dog, Toxic Sacrifice. Just throw that out right there. They'll get the poison on. We're gonna replace Snow Masons. Oh, dang it. I was hoping for Sharpfist Exiles. Didn't work out in my favor. We're gonna use those Gifted Recruits plus the Zero Hatchers to kind of minimize damage, even though he is gonna get an extra one over there in the form of that Toad. So we're gonna take 2 damage this turn. Not good at all. We still have this Toad up here, so hopefully we'll be able to preserve like a unit that we can combo off of. Okay, we have a Sharpfist Exile, so we'll be able to take advantage of whatever he spawns. So right now he's got 4 units on the field. Okay, 5. So gain 2 strength, 5 will gain 10 strength, then he'll have 13. Now he's going to gain extras. Well, actually no, we just lost units on the field. Okay, so that was a decent counter to the Sharpfist Exiles, even if you didn't try to do it. He's going to spawn Feral Shamans. Okay, so we've got our hands full. This is a death if we don't do anything. Let's replace Kindred's Grace. It's not going to be helpful in this situation. And we're stuck. He's going to get away with a lot of damage here because we only have... Essentially, all of these units do the same thing in this scenario. We don't have any ability to poison. We don't have any ability to execute. That's probably the one weakness of this deck, is being shut down like this. The biggest thing we can do is use Sharpfist Exiles to kind of just get a really buff front line right now. Yeah, we are going to take a ton of damage, which is definitely not good. We're just going to spawn some units up front, and hopefully we'll be able to fend off this last bit. Because what I saw, he doesn't actually have any, he doesn't actually have any 2-speed units. Actually, no, he has his Hatcher, so he could deal 1 damage to us, and then they'd spread out their toads. I think we'll still be okay, but kind of toss up. Okay, Crazy Bombers are going to completely take out Westwind Sailors, and they're going to move in on the left side. Now, he is going to use his Hatcher to deal us again. Oh, never mind. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'll send him a little crying face. Alright, so it seems every time I try to record with this deck, I end up losing. Like, it's so unfortunate, the decks I face. We didn't end up getting able to use our Venomfall Spire stack, so I think that kind of brought us down a bunch. But please just trust me, this deck is good. Maybe there are some issues with it, and if you guys would like to attempt to fix it or make a spin-off of this, please leave it in the comments below. So I'll try to make another video on this deck, and I will insist that it's good. But as for now, you can just see some of the combos I use in that match to kind of sustain myself. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. It would be cool if you leave a comment. It would be super if you would subscribe. See you all next time, hopefully with a new microphone.